Hello and welcome to Naval Action. This is VMAQ2-X. It is May 16. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time US. There are 800 online, 135 battles. And there is some info to pass. Captains. Rewards for participating on the test server. Captains. All captains who met the following criteria while playing on the test server February 28 to April 10 reached craft level 10 or earned 800 combat experience have received 30 one-pood in Iditarod guns, 18-pound equivalent medium gun penetration curves. Guns are now available in the reward chest from any port. Huge thanks to everyone who took part. In testing and help us track down bugs and gameplay issues. Other changes. Long gun penetration slightly rebalanced. So those are the patch notes. So as you can see, I've got a new ship. And I got new digs. I'm now set up down here in Caracas. Let's go to the map. It's down here on the South American coast here. I sailed down last night after my 32-pound long crafting evolution didn't go as I figured, so I guess I needed to finally move down and set up my shipbuilding facilities so I can build the bigger ships. So here I am. I've not done anything to the port really. I did, once I got here, I redeemed. This is the Rotterdam. And what it is, it's basically like an Indiaman that is heavily armed. So let's look at the hold. The hold capacity is 3.7K. And with my ammunition and repairs loaded, I still have a good 3.5K, 3.4K capacity for cargo. So my plan was to use this as an armed hauler. And as soon as the sun comes up for the next day, we'll take a closer look at it. But I sailed down last night, and the only thing other than redeeming the ship and arming it was, well, that was it. I didn't open any buildings yet or anything like that. I decided to save that for the videos. But let's see if we got anything in the rewards chest. And boom! One-pood Iditarod guns. You can't use double shot or double charge for this type of gun. So these are equal to 18-pound guns. So we're gonna send a warehouse, and I'll find something to put that on. I'll build something to put that on. So when I sailed down here, I sailed down in 2 traders' links, and I brought guns to outfit, because my initial plan always was to redeem the Rotterdam and then use this to start building up my crafting gig down here. So I'm going to have an armed hauler, and so I loaded the traders' links up with a set of cannons and then enough ammo to kind of hold me over for a little while. You can see I've already bought some. This port drops white oak and iron ore. So I wanted to be at a port that dropped a resource. So one of the main resources that I've been having to go get while I was crafting up in Nassau was iron ore. So I was either going to choose a port with oak or iron ore. because those seem to be two of the biggest items that I have to purchase. And the other good thing about this location is all the other resources are in a fairly decent sale. Not like up at Nassau where I had to, it's probably an equivalent distance for a lot of these down here. I thought about setting up here in Gooey Gary, but the thing about a free town is that other nations are there. So you might have to shoot your way in and shoot your way out. So then I thought, well, maybe about one of these other ports, but you can see that they're undergoing raider attacks. But everything you need is kind of like right here in this little zone too. So I could have set up here, I could have set up here, or I could set up here in Bluefields. Now I do think later on I'm going to move over here to Bluefields and set up a port also. So I want to have options while I'm down here, and I might set up here in this chain of islands here, depending on how the battling goes in this area. But when I sailed down, I sailed out from here and then down along the side here and then through like this. And if anybody wonders about like, can you sail off the map? I don't think you can, because while I was coming down here, I saw a Spanish fleet of Rotterdams that had like it was a player, and I guess he was AFK sailing, and his ship had run into the edge of the map and stopped, and it was just sitting out there against the imaginary wall. You know, it was just stopped, free for the taking for anybody who would sail along there. But alas, I did not have the proper ships to attack them, so otherwise that could have been some free stuff there. But you know, here we are. We're set up. I've got a couple more ports I want to open in this region, but for now I'm happy with the first. Let's take a closer look at this while the sun is up. Here's the bow figure. Now I put a paint on this. There are different paints you can have. You can have a paint like this, like this, like this, and the default. And I chose this one. So it's equipped with 24 pounds long guns on the lower deck. Middle deck has 18 pounders. And then the upper has 9. And then you got bow and stern chasers, 9-pound guns. So that's my initial loadout. No upgrades on it yet because I've not captured any suitable for this size ship. All the ones I've captured in the shallows are good for only 6th and 7th class ships. So that's the Rotterdam. And hopefully in upcoming videos you'll get to see this and I'll be able to review it. Now from what I've seen in videos online, this thing has a bit of a roll issue, a heel issue. So I'll definitely be putting some kind of ballast mod into this thing to help steady it out. And I think that's all I need to say about that. Now, one of the first things I wanted to do down here was open my buildings. Let's see what that entails. So a forge. Okay, that requires 10,000 reals. Confirm. Workshop. That requires 10,000 reals. Confirm. Shipyard, 15,000 reals. Confirm. Now the shipyard I want to upgrade. Oh, here we go. I was clicking the wrong shipyard. My bad. Upgrade. What's that cost? 5,000 doubloons to upgrade. Okay. And I guess to go to shipyard level 3, that's going to be even larger amount of doubloons. So currently I only brought with me 3,000, but I had also put 2,000 in my monies here, so I can convert that back. Okay, so now I've got 5,000 doubloons. I can upgrade the shipyard to level 2. And now I have a level 2 shipyard. Now what's it cost to upgrade to level 3? 15,000 doubloons. So I'm going to have to earn some doubloons here. So that's going to be my next mission down here, is earning the doubloons, and then to begin to stock the warehouse with the resources in the bits and bobs that I need, and also begin making cannons at least. So that's my plans for here. But I also have business back in Nassau because I have multiple fulfilled contracts to take care of. These all dropped yesterday while I was sailing around picking stuff up, and then this one dropped. Actually, it was this one, I think. Yeah, this one dropped when I was sailing down here, and then this one dropped today. So I sold a ship. So that automatically goes into your bank, the money from a ship sale. So, how do you transport from port to port? Well, you click transport, and then it's 11,530 reals to transport. Now, why is it that cost? Let's do a little math here. It used to be like a couple hundred doubloon, or like it was gold pieces or whatever they were back in the old ways. So I'm thinking that this is the same equivalent as, yeah, it's like 300 doubloons. So I'm thinking that basically instead of using doubloons, they're making you use reals, or they're letting you use reals. So we've got everything open here. We've looked at the ship. I've got it armed. I need to come back later and start sailing it. But I got stuff to do back in Nassau also. So when you want to transport, you just click confirm. And then boom, it's instant. Here we are in Nassau. So what I need to do here is I got to take some cannons. I've already broke them down into loads. So I'm going to take a load of cannon down to Pittstown and sell it. I also might take some kind of wood down there for sale. So there's things I got to do. So I'm going to head out and start doing it. I also got contracts to pick up. I got hemp to pick up, and I got lignum vitae log to pick up, which I'll craft into various things. So I'm going to do these first. I'm going to go pick that up, and then I'll make the run down to, because I make that run down to Pittstown and clear those contracts. So I got 1 contract, 2 contracts. Thought there were 3. Yeah. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. So 3 contracts, 4 contracts in Pittstown. So let's do these first. And once, because I'm going to probably take some of this stuff down with me. Because my crafting up here is going to drop off. I don't think I need to do. The only thing I plan to do up here in the future is when I need to make some money, I'll craft some cannons. I'll haul them down to Pittstown, put them on sale, and that'll be it. You know, that's all I'm going to do up here is use it as a money-making enterprises and that kind of stuff. Craft cannons, sell cannons. That's what I plan to use Nassau for. So let me head out and get this stuff rolling, and I'll check back if anything happens. Okay, here we are in Pittstown. I've finished all my contract cleaning up in the upper part of the shallows. Now I'm down here to clean up some contracts down here. First things first. We're going to take care of all these fulfilled contracts. Now my monies is $1,593,000. Now it's $1,767,000. 1,813,000. 1,819,000. And 1,823,000. Medium guns just don't sell. I'm telling you. Now let's bring up our fleet. White oak logs. There's a buyer for 30. Oh, I just screwed myself there. You need 250 minimum to sell. I guess I'm taking that back. £32 longs. Are selling for 1,150. That's done. And then 1,500 fur logs. All right, those are on sale. Let's see what kind of cargo missions they got. And that's it. I'm up to 1,817,405. So that is pretty good. Now I'm going to go get some oak logs, haul those back, and make that delivery to La Descanita for 11,000. So here we go. Okay, welcome back. I've finished all my various cargo runs and going down to Pittstown and dropping off more guns, that kind of stuff. Now, in a past video, we talked about towing a ship. Well, here I've got a Trader Snow. It has no mods on it. It's got a paint job, and then I've put cannons on it, but the hold is empty. We're going to see if we can tow it. Now, to do that, we click on the ship, right click. Nope, I need to put this in the docks. So, wait a minute. Am I looking at the right ship? There we go. Where's my main ship? There we go. There we go. I need to have it off of the main ship. That's the one. So we're going to tow it to Caracas. Tow price is $1,400. And it worked. It had cannons loaded on it, and it went. So that was 100% correct. You can tow with cannons equipped on the ship. Yet another mystery proven for your eyes. Okay, here we are back in port, and I've made my first couple of runs in the Rotterdam. That Trader Snow that I sent down here with guns on it, I'm using it as my second right now until I can redeem another Rotterdam. But I gotta say, I'm impressed with the hold load on this thing. Even with the full load of ammo and some repairs, it can carry quite a bunch. It can carry more than 3 snows, I tell you that. So I'm impressed with it so far. Let's go ahead and put this in the port. See, the trader Snow can, with guns and ammo loaded, can only carry about 1,500 logs. So quite happy with that. I've already started crafting my pieces parts. I need to go get some hemp, and then I'll be in the gun business down here. I'll officially be making cannons, and then the next thing after that will be getting all the supplies I need for gunpowder. So everything is proceeding as planned. I'm good to go. Thanks for watching.